Well, if you have a dog, if you have a child in daycare, or if you eat out often, you could actually have some company living with you. And check this out, and you might not even know it. Is this some alien creature or some crazy scientific experiment? Well, it's something closer to home than you think. This little guy could be living right under your nose, in your intestines. And he and his offspring could be the reason you're overweight, have allergies, stomach aches, colds, you name it. But there are ways to keep him out of your body, and popular nutritionist Ann Louise Gittleman will tell you how.
Well, please welcome back to the 700 Club nutritionist and best-selling author, Ann Louise Gittleman. So good to see you today.
Nice to see you.
This isn't a pleasant subject you're talking about. Gut flush. Come on.
Not pleasant, but so important.
How did you get into this stuff?
I got into it because I saw what was coming out of the human body when people were suffering from allergies and asthma and arthritis and even problems like chronic fatigue and didn't know it was bothering them. When they did a colon cleanse, we've got some of the products on this table right here, the creatures of the Blue Lagoon all came out, and seeing is believing. So I believe that 8 out of 10 of us may be harboring an uninvited guest.
Stop it.
Well, the thing I find fascinating, is the fact that, Pat and I, we always talk about, traveling. And when you're in third world countries, parasites and ringworm, we're kind of used to that. But here in America, we don't think that if you eat certain foods, we can get it.
And it's very prevalent here in America, and that's really where the misconception comes. We give fancy drugs like the Albenza and the tinidazole if you're going overseas. But here, you've got to take more natural precautions. And so there are a whole listing of foods that I talk about, and there's a certain colon cleanse that I suggest people do twice a year. Springtime, which is now, and right after the holidays when you've eaten all sorts of sugar, which is the parasite's favorite food, Christy.
You see, everybody should do that?
I say everybody.
Everybody?
Including you, Pat.
I'll tell you why. Well, we don't know about Pat, but I will tell you why, and that is because there are so many prevalent ways that you pick these things up. First of all, if you travel internationally, look at the water supply. Look at the food that we're eating. Half of it is uncooked. If you go to restaurants, fish is uncooked, the beef is uncooked, chicken, God only knows what's happening with chicken. And if you eat out a lot and eat salads, because we hear that lots of salads and fruits and vegetables are good for you, they may not be washed properly. And we know what's in the water that may not be washing some of those fruits and vegetables. So there's a lot of ways in our lifestyle that you can be taking these things and it creates toxic overload.
How about obesity? How does this relate to obesity?
Well, interestingly enough, we used to think that if you wanted to lose weight, just eat a pill that has a tapeworm. And years ago, there were diet pills that actually.
That's true. It really was.
There really was. It was back in the 50s. But now there's new research out of Penn State that suggests that parasites could be making you fat because they block nutrients, and that when you've got a parasite, even a microscopic invader, it creates inflammation, which depresses your metabolism. Very interesting stuff. So if you want to lose weight, get on the gut flush plan, and then you will see all that weight just come off.
Flush those little critters. What do you suggest?
Well, I suggest we start flushing immediately.
Okay. All right, start the flush.
Start the flush. We've got some foods here, and my very favorite are the pumpkin seeds, which have been used since time immemorial. The Native Americans believe that at least 1/4 to 1/2 cup a day, very important. We believe it's the zinc in the pumpkin seeds. So the pepitas, you can season them, you can toast them, you can roast them. These are a really important snack, particularly for kids that may have pinworms, because a lot of hyperactivity is due to pinworms.
What does it do? Drive them out? Kill them?
It drives them out and expels them. It actually sweetens the intestinal tract, is what the Native Americans used to say.
What about tea? We love
pumpkin
tea.
Seed.
Well, yeah, the pumpkin seed's a great snack. This is a particular tea. This is a more medicinal tea. It's mugwort.
Have you ever had mugwort, Pat?
Oh, I've been spared that during my tender years, thank you.
The mugwort tea is a little bit more medicinal, but if you're not a mugwort lover, then we've got at least a glass of pomegranate a day that chases away tapeworms. And in the Middle East, they used to use this particular fruit, the pomegranate, the original apple in the Garden of Eden, so to speak, to chase away all these little tapeworms that you could be getting from uncooked fish or if you eat too much sushi.
Okay.
Oh, I don't eat sushi
I don't eat sushi
for that
either.
very reason. All right, what are these? This looks like garlic.
Garlic. We love garlic.
Garlic is very important because it's antifungal, it's antiparasitic, at least 2 cloves a day if you can.
That's a lot of garlic.
And it'll keep away the vampires and everything else.
And keep away all your friends.
All your friends.
I was going to say all your friends and your family.
Children, everybody.
And then hopefully the parasites.
All right.
If you're not a real garlic lover, the onions have similar properties. They've got a natural sulfur, which is also very anti-parasitic.
You cook them or eat them raw?
Well, it's better if you eat them raw.
Okay.
Because
But
that's
better
when
for
they're more
me if you
pungent.
cook it.
Yeah, but for the little crawly creatures.
Yeah, we want a little raw, little raw powder.
All right, what is that thing over there?
Well, this is sauerkraut, and that gives you a natural source of probiotics, very important for the intestinal tract. But my favorite that nobody recognizes is something that's in here, and these are ground up almonds. There's something in the almond seed that is anti-parasitic. So taking a lot of almonds, at least 7 to 10 a day, will keep the parasites away.
And they taste good too. That's one of the.
Well, this does taste good.
All right.
Okay.
What is this?
And now we've got a little salmon for the omega-3s, very important for your immunity. Got a little flaxseed oil, again, for the omega-3s.
You love your flaxseed oil, Pat.
I do.
And then probably most important, twice a year, is to do the parasite cleanse that I talk about in my book, The Gut Flush Plan, and on my website, AnnLouise.com. And those are 3 of the products. They're natural herbs that are right here from North America that people take twice a week.
All right.
Do a little rest period, take another twice a week, and you would be surprised at all the things that go away. Your tummy, your bloat, your gas, your bad breath, and the nicest thing of all is that people regain their energy.
Christy,
I'm sorry, I was just joking. I know, I was like, do I have bad breath? She's like saying bad breath and looking at me. All right.
No, I wasn't even noticing you. Actually, I was thinking of everybody that was going to be eating the raw garlic here.
But you get this in a health food store?
No, actually, you get it on my website.
Oh, okay.
And that's the AnnLouise.com that I believe you're going to be linking to, and it's all part of the Gut Flush Plan.
My word.
Do we have a whole program for you?
Undoubtedly, this is becoming a runaway bestseller. Hey, that's fabulous. Most people don't think about this, I'm glad to say.
They don't. Well, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, Ann
You do
Louise's
this
book-
yourself? I mean, for you?
I've done this for 10 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why you're
Doesn't
so
she look
thin?
all flushed out?
Well, I'm flushed. I'm flushed. I'm flashed. Well, the reason that I do this is because I get so much energy. And I lived overseas, Pat. I have visited Israel 10 times. And I have to tell you something, as careful as you are traveling, you pick up these little uninvited guests.
Sure.
So when you come home, you have to do a little bit of a clean out.
Good.
I understand. I'm
Well,
all
thank
about
you
the
for
flushing.
being with us. All right.
Well, Ann Louise's book is called The Gut Flush Plan, and it's available nationwide. We also have a free fact sheet for you called 21 Days to a Healthier Gut. I'm actually going to do that, 21 days to flush.
glad. I'm so
I
happy.
figured, Well, we're going to send that to you absolutely free, and all you have to do is just call the number on your screen, or you can always log on to cbn.com. Thank you so much again for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
A week from now, Christy will be all fleshed out. Like a Harley Way.